In the summer of 2026, the world's most watched sporting event will make history. For the first time, the tournament will span 3 nations and an entire continent, with matches played across 16 cities in the United States, Canada, and Mexico. It also marks the debut of a 48-team format, stretching the tournament to 104 matches and multiplying its complexity. But the most radical shift? Not a single new stadium is being built. Unlike previous World Cups that left behind billion-dollar stadiums often doomed to underuse, this edition embraces a radical new idea: upgrade what you already have. What happens when the world's most powerful sports infrastructure meets a philosophy of smart transformation? From turf swaps and stadium retrofits to cross-border tech coordination and city-wide overhauls, the 2026 World Cup is not just a football tournament. It's an engineering masterclass in adaptation, ambition, and scale. As the countdown begins, North America isn't just preparing to host the world, it's rewriting the rules. Today, let's delve into the $13 billion plan for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Don't forget to click on that subscribe button and like this video, as it's the best way to support this channel. At its core, the 2026 World Cup reflects a changing mindset in the staging of global mega events. Instead of flashy new builds that risk becoming white elephants, the focus is now on upgrading world-class stadiums that already exist in some of the most vibrant cities across North America. Each country is approaching this task in a different way, depending on its existing infrastructure, budget, and goals. For the United States, which will host the bulk of the matches, the approach is rooted in scale, innovation, and legacy. Canada, hosting 10 matches across 2 cities, is using the opportunity to scale up modest facilities to meet world standards. Meanwhile, Mexico is embracing its rich World Cup history by rejuvenating stadiums that have already witnessed football greatness. Across all 3 countries, cities are also investing in transportation, crowd control systems, digital infrastructure, and fan engagement zones. The total cost of these preparations is estimated at over $13 billion, with the United States accounting for around $11 billion, and Canada and Mexico contributing approximately $2.5 billion combined. The funding comes from a mix of FIFA allocations, federal and local government budgets, and private sector contributions, particularly in stadium retrofits and transit upgrades. It's a bold, multi-billion-dollar push for smart, sustainable reinvention, marking a level of cross-border engineering coordination unlike any FIFA World Cup has seen before. Nowhere is this transformation more pronounced than in the United States. With 11 host cities and 60 scheduled matches, including the entire knockout stage from the quarterfinals onward, the US is undoubtedly the anchor of this tri-nation World Cup. But rather than embarking on a building spree, American organizers are retrofitting some of the most advanced NFL stadiums in the country to meet FIFA regulations. Each transformation involves a significant undertaking. For example, SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles, one of the most technologically advanced stadiums in the world, will need its synthetic turf completely replaced with natural grass, a FIFA requirement for all World Cup matches. But the transformation goes deeper. The stadium, originally built for American football, must be modified to accommodate a wider and longer pitch. This requires reconfiguring lower-tier seating, adjusting camera sightlines, and temporarily removing certain advertising panels and dugouts. Similar overhauls are taking place across the country. At AT&T Stadium in Dallas, which seats over 80,000, a retractable pitch system is being installed, along with modifications to player tunnels and field-level infrastructure to meet FIFA's specifications. The stadium's enormous central screen is also being reviewed to ensure it doesn't interfere with aerial camera systems used by international broadcasters. At MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where the final is expected to be held, turf replacement, locker room expansion, and hospitality suite retrofits are all underway. Altogether, the 11 U.S. host stadiums are undergoing upgrades valued between $10 million and $100 million each. Much of this work involves temporary modular infrastructure designed to meet FIFA standards for the tournament, then revert back to NFL use afterward with minimal disruption. Beyond stadiums, US cities are also investing heavily in transportation and connectivity. Los Angeles is accelerating modernization projects at LAX, including terminal expansions and biometric processing for international travelers. In New York, improvements to JFK and Newark airports are being coupled with upgrades to regional rail and bus terminals to facilitate smooth fan movement. Atlanta's MARTA system, Seattle's Link Light Rail, and Miami's Brightline Rail are all receiving enhancements to handle increased passenger loads. Local municipalities are working with federal agencies to deploy smart surveillance systems, traffic management sensors, and multilingual digital signage across fan zones and key venues. While driven by the World Cup, these upgrades are built to serve cities well beyond 2026, showcasing America's engineering capability as much as its love for the game. North of the border, Canada is embracing a more compact, strategic role in the tournament. With just 2 host cities, Toronto and Vancouver, the country will stage 10 matches, but that doesn't mean its preparations are any less ambitious. The most visible transformation is happening at BMO Field in Toronto. Originally designed for Major League Soccer with a capacity of around 30,000, the stadium is undergoing a major expansion to exceed FIFA's minimum seating requirement of 45,000. This involves constructing new upper tiers on both ends of the stadium, installing temporary seating sections, and enhancing roof structures to cover the additional stands. The pitch itself is being regraded and reinforced to withstand higher usage, while player tunnels and media zones are being extended to meet international standards. In Vancouver, BC Place is also undergoing a modernization push. The iconic domed stadium, which already seats over 54,000, is being upgraded with new LED lighting systems, improved pitch drainage, and an overhaul of its artificial turf to accommodate natural grass overlay, or hybrid turf solutions. Beyond the stadiums, both cities are investing in public transit improvements. Toronto is upgrading Union Station's passenger flow systems, while Vancouver is expanding capacity on the SkyTrain's Canada line to accommodate post-match crowds. These improvements are being executed through a combination of federal, provincial, and municipal funding, and are framed as legacy investments to boost tourism and livability well after the final whistle has blown. Meanwhile, Mexico's preparations are deeply rooted in history. As the only country to have previously hosted the FIFA World Cup twice, in 1970 and 1986, Mexico carries a legacy that few nations can match. For 2026, it will host 10 matches across 3 iconic cities: Mexico City, Guadalajara, and Monterrey. The jewel in this crown is Estadio Azteca, a venue etched into football lore as the stage where legends like Pelé and Maradona once dazzled the world. But despite its historic status, the Azteca is in need of significant modernization. Renovations include a complete overhaul of seating arrangements to improve sightlines and comfort, the installation of new floodlighting systems, upgraded VIP boxes, and an expansion of the stadium's digital connectivity. Structural reinforcements are also being made to ensure seismic safety, given Mexico City's vulnerability to earthquakes. Estadio Akron in Guadalajara and Estadio BBVA in Monterrey, both more modern facilities, require less drastic changes. However, both are being retrofitted with new field cooling systems, improved ingress and egress routes, and expanded media facilities to comply with FIFA's broadcasting and press requirements. Urban transport is another key area of investment. Mexico City is improving metro connectivity to the Azteca, while Monterrey is enhancing its bus rapid transit network to handle fan surges. These investments reflect a clear intent to honor Mexico's football legacy while delivering a modern, world-class fan experience. Hosting a tournament of this magnitude across 3 countries poses complex challenges. One of the biggest is travel. With cities spread from Vancouver to Mexico City and Miami to Boston, teams and fans will face long-haul journeys that could affect performance and logistics. This has raised concerns about the tournament's carbon footprint and the need for coordinated air travel scheduling. There are also technical challenges, such as converting stadium turf from synthetic to natural grass within tight timeframes, managing language and regulatory differences across borders, and ensuring that digital systems used for ticketing, security, and broadcasting are interoperable. In cities like Los Angeles and Vancouver, there have been public debates about the displacement of homeless communities due to stadium-related construction or beautification efforts. Budget transparency is another issue, with critics in all three countries warning against cost overruns and limited public oversight. Despite these concerns, the 2026 FIFA World Cup is poised to deliver immense benefits. Economically, it is expected to generate billions of dollars in revenue from tourism, broadcasting, merchandising, and sponsorships. Host cities will benefit from surges in hotel bookings, restaurant visits, and local commerce. The infrastructure investments, especially in transport and digital systems, will leave a lasting legacy of improved urban mobility and connectivity. From a fan perspective, the tournament promises to be more immersive than ever. FIFA is rolling out multilingual apps for real-time stadium info, interactive AR experiences, and ticketing tools tailored to the diverse populations of North America. Fan festivals are being planned in major parks and downtown hubs, offering live screenings, concerts, food fairs, and cultural programming. These events are designed to make the World Cup feel inclusive, even for those who can't attend matches in person. More broadly, this Tri-Nation World Cup could redefine how global sporting events are hosted. By proving that large-scale tournaments can succeed without massive new construction, the 2026 edition may offer a blueprint for future hosts. The collaboration between three distinct governments, languages, and infrastructures is also a testament to what can be achieved through regional cooperation. While hurdles remain, the collective ambition and engineering behind this effort are already reshaping how the world thinks about stadiums, cities, and the spectacle of sport. As the countdown to 2026 begins, the preparations underway in the United States, Canada, and Mexico offer a powerful glimpse into the future of mega event hosting. With a focus on adaptation over extravagance, legacy over luxury, and cooperation over competition, this World Cup is more than just a tournament. It's a continental construction project, a logistical masterclass, and above all, a celebration of global unity through the beautiful game.